Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. We have the April side quest, and I have made a video about this today, but there's an obvious Valiant positive that needs to stay in this new format of the side quest, but there are also plenty of negatives. And it says, heavy is the crown. Every good chess master is always a few moves ahead of their opponent. So you'll need to start planning because Kingpin has made a move by stealing mystically empowered artifacts. These artifacts have been locked into Kingpin's vault for safekeeping, and their enchantments have made these vaults into a chessboard of challenges. 2 separate maps, a maze and a vault, 5 threat levels, all threat levels unlocked for all progression levels, 4 paths on each map, new maps weekly. Solo objectives, new string of solo objectives will appear each week and run until the conclusion of the event. Maze keys are consumed upon entering the quest. Vault keys are used to open a path, but are not consumed unless the quest is completed. Disclaimer, there are only 16 maze keys available, and there are 16 paths in the vault of each threat level. If you spread your maze entries across multiple threat levels, you can miss full exploration rewards. Be cautious. And I have seen people make this mistake in the past, and they are setting people up. Just mark my words. Remember this video. Somebody is going to forget about this, and they're going to say, like, I'll start in threat level 3 or threat level 4, and then ruin exploration and blame everybody but themselves because they did not understand or read this post. So make sure your alliance knows the information because this is very important. Enter the vault and complete paths to collect goodies. Fully explore a threat level. Focus on one across all 4 weeks to earn awakening gems, which is also, normal. Complete solo events to earn Hail to the King, Crystal Shards, and other rewards. Earn Mysterium by completing mazes and vaults and in specific solo events. Spend Mysterium at the Trader's Outpost. And then you can see we've got solo objectives. We've got maze key entries, 4 nights. Solo again. And then the big question is, what about the rewards, right? First off, ton of Hail to the King, Crystal Shards. Whatevs, that's fine, but not really anything that we care about. We're scrolling down. You can see it starts with a small amount of shards. I think 375 goes all the way to 625 for threat level 5. And then you get in week 4 the ability at threat level 5, because I'm just focusing on the best of the best, to start with a tier 6 class Callous Fragment Crystal. Again, those are terrible. A little bit of 7-star shards, 15 tier 2 primordial dust. So they're spreading out the tier 2 primordial dust, 15 and then 20 and then 35. I kind of like when you get it all at once, but I guess they want to give you motivation to do each week as a building, similar to the 7-star shards with 1250 and 1500 split up and 500 in week 1. And then we have 1,000 Paragon rewards per milestone for the shards. I still think this sounds so incredibly confusing. Next month's side quest is going to give people regrets because it's confusing enough to where if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to make a mistake. And I did that. Focus your maze entries on 1 threat level or you will be unable to explore a threat level. They're saying this because they know somebody's going to mess this up. This also means that for the first time, you cannot guarantee yourself both the 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal and the 6-star Awakening Gem. Now, this specific point, assuming that I understand what the heck is going on, and let's say that is not a safe assumption always, you're either going to get the generic Awakening Gem or you're going to get the class-based, but you won't get both. What made this month so great is that you got everything. You got all the threat level rewards all the time, and I was like, hey, Kabam's actually giving players who play this game every day and don't spend cash a reason to feel thankful. I promoted the heck out of that and made it a very positive praise of Kabam, but now they're taking that back and saying you only get one of these rewards. So obviously you're going to want to do the 6-star generic Awakening Gem if you're Thronebreaker or Paragon or Valiant. But it sucks that we also don't get the Awakening Gem Crystal. It's like one or the other. That's a huge change. And then step 6, Mysterium can be earned. And then you've got The Summon Symbiote, which can be used to complete the in-chest, the Pawns Go First solo objectives. And these trader outposts will give us, all the way for Valiant players, 6-star 6 stones, but again, a very small amount of those, especially compared to the Battleground store. ISO Gold, small amount of 7-star shards, 6-star shards, tier 5 basic fragments. That all feels like it's still outdated by about 5 years. Looking at the 7-star shards once again for Paragon, brilliant stuff. Deep World says, can we start getting more tier 6 class catalyst or nah? 5% per month is criminal. So, Butters, this is because they want Paragon players to have to be Valiant. They're hiding it behind a Valiant paywall. Hate to tell you that, but it's just the truth. Where can we expect the monthly crystals for Valiants to become Paragon crystals? Yeah, that's a good question. Words are okay, nothing groundbreaking. Yeah. So the thing that I'm really not happy with is that now we either get, assuming this is how I interpret this, because it says focus your maze entries on one threat level, you'll be unable to explore other threat levels with it. We're used to, as top threat level 5 players, getting the other rewards thrown in, and now it feels like it's all just that specific threat for the exploration. That's a huge change. I cannot emphasize that enough. So that's my takeaway for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.